press play anyway. Hey guys, Sai here. The challenge this week was a really interesting one, like making a recap video about what you did, what you learned about yourself during the Invitational, and of course obviously explaining like why you want to be a partner. Looking back at everything that we've actually done, it's just been so much fun. It's been great to be able to communicate with other recruits, other partners, and just generally collaborating with a lot of people on different things. The Helldivers RP was so much fun, being able to learn a little bit more about how to take photographs and the editing process involved with that and how it can change the way certain things look. It's outstanding and it's really good to see. Obviously, one of the biggest things I think is being challenged to do new content. Although a lot of it doesn't really look like new content, the ways and the method of which I've had to do them has been completely different. I've enjoyed doing it. I've had fun doing it. It's been exciting doing it, consistently breaking out of my box. Alongside the Invitationals, we've been doing our own community event, which honestly has pulled together so many different communities. It's literally pulled in multiple different people in from different areas. It's gotten people to come together with a common goal, which is basically just have fun. And I loved every second of it. And heck, it's still not over. I love that. We're also raising money as well, of course. We're raising money for charity, which has been going really nicely. I think time of recording this, I think we've raised £110, which is outstanding considering how difficult things are. And one of the big things I've learned with that is generosity is a consistency. The community that we actually create content in is incredibly generous, and people love to support the Blue Cross, which obviously is a charity that raises money for pets, and I think that's really, really special, and I think it's amazing the way that people do that. I think it teaches me that no matter what time of the year it is, people are willing and generous enough to commit themselves and to commit their hard-earned money to a great cause. Throughout this entire month, I've gotten to experience so many different creators at their peak, and I think that it's taught me that as I stand toe-to-toe with the best, that what we're doing, like what I'm doing and what my moderators are doing and what our community is doing, it's good. It's great. And by trusting the team around me, listening to their feedback and input, we've created some amazing things. I cannot even begin to describe to you how important it is having these people around me whilst I've been creating this content and doing this content path. I not only love and respect them, but I trust them. And you know what? Without them, I don't even want to think about where I'd be or what I'm doing. I think alongside learning how to just be a more dexterous content creator, because even in the 23 recruits, I learned how to be an incredibly able content creator. I mean, staying up when the majority of the contenders are on different time zones to you, it's really difficult sometimes to actually commit time to doing those things. So being able to stay up till 5 in the morning or something along those lines, it was always really, really difficult. And that didn't change here. We just did what we did. We continued. We kept pushing. We kept going. And we enjoyed it. I didn't get ill this time. Well, actually, there was that one time I got food poisoning. Never mind. Scrap that. But I think I've also learned that looking back and creating the content that we have this time, I mean, Challenge 3 was a massive learning curve for me. Making the story, it's something I've wanted to do for a long time, but I've never had the time to do it. So being put in a position where I have to have time to do it, and I have to do it for a great reason. And I loved it. It opened my eyes. I look back at it and I just see what I was, how far I've come, how amazing the communities have been that I've been working with, their generosity of being able to actually support me so that I can upgrade my gear to provide them with better content has been insane. I also learned as well that it's so easy to give up. And man, I can't believe how close I was to doing that. I'm so glad that I didn't. Because the greatest opportunities present themselves when you put the time in. And it's so hard to do that sometimes. But that's okay. Because the greatest things in life are hard to get, and they're worth working your ass off for. It's so easy to look down one road and think, yeah, do you know what? That's really easy. It's going to take me a while to get to where I want to be, but I'm going to get there eventually. Maybe. And then to just look down another path and go, do you know what? That's the path I want to take. It's hard. It's steep. It's difficult. It's really difficult. But the peak is just so much better. I can't believe how much I've learned throughout this entire process, actually. Being able to see everything that I'd done, to be able to look back, to have that time to look back. It's so important. So important, and I didn't even realize that. The real question, why do we want to be a partner? I already answered this. I was doing a collaboration with Footloose, and the question came up, hey, why do you want to be a Respawn partner? I essentially said that it wasn't always about the partnership, it was about the community, and it really is about that. The family that Respawn have created is so incredible. It's filled to the brim with talent. It's filled to the brim with positive energy. I want to be part of that. I want to be the person that people can come to. Because when I first started in content creation, I didn't have other partners of other companies to go to. I didn't have any inroads, I had nothing. And only until 2023 did I even get that. And that was late 2023. I didn't have other content creators. I didn't branch out or anything along those lines. And I should have done. 100% I should have done. I know that. I tell you what, I've learned that. But I want to be a person that other content creators can look to and go, hey, that guy's with a respectable brand, a brand that I have a lot of pride in and I've loved to be part of. That person's with that brand and I can come to them for advice. No problems. Because that's what I did last year. I was able to come to a lot of the partners for advice, for opportunities, being able to join them in collaborations and things along those lines. And I have no qualms with approaching any single one of the partners in Respawn now, if I ever need anything. I've met some incredible friends throughout it. Lumi, Phoenix, Cash, definitely Cash. Oh my God, the amount of times we've been sitting speaking. Goodness me. I have no problem talking with any of those people because they're just so friendly. Their ability to be able to just be like, hey man, don't stress. You got this. We can work it out. I want to be that supporter for other creators. I want to be that person that puts a hand on the back of someone and goes, hey man, don't worry, I'm right with you. Because their success is my success. And there is nothing more that I enjoy watching than other people rise and become better, become the best. And if I've been part of that in any way, shape or form, I can sit back and smile and go, hey, I helped that. I helped that happen. And that person is such a bigger person for it. And I'm so glad I could help them through their trying time when they approached me. I've always wanted to be that person. Being the first UK Respawn partner has always been my goal throughout Recruits 2023 and throughout this invitational, because I want to be a beacon to all European and UK content creators. I want to be that person that raises the flag and says, yo, check this out. I did this. I grafted really hard. I worked my ass off to get to the top of this mountain, and it's been 100% worth it. And I want to be able to say to those creators, you can do this. You've got to try. Don't ever stop. No matter how hard it gets. You've got this. And I'll be right there with them.